Morning, guys. Had something interesting happen last night. My sleeping pad deflated. Don't exactly know why. So, yeah, for probably over half the night, I was basically sleeping on the ground. I didn't bother waking up enough to try to re-inflate it. So I must have punctured it somehow. I just don't know how. So I'm going to sit here. I'm going to make up some coffee and some oatmeal for breakfast. Let's find out what our mystery oatmeal is going to be tonight. I'm going to have 3 packets, and they are, wow, there's like loose stuff in there. Looks like they're all the same. Apple cinnamon. Yeah, look at it. Look at it in there. Look at all that oatmeal in there. There. I'll give something for that little critter that's been running around. That little chipmunk. Give him a little something to eat. Even though he destroyed my fire starter fluid bottle. Ah, that's why this bag was ripped. So that's why I had all that oatmeal in there. So I've gotten everything out of the tent this morning already. I've got my trunk out, got my dirty clothes, my laptop, all my food, which is typically in the trunk bag anyway. Yeah, everything except my sleep system is out of the tent, and I'll go in there when I'm starting to break down to deflate everything and stuff them in their stuff sacks. Look who joined me for breakfast. Just leaving my third campsite. This was at Old Veteran Lake Campground, part of the Governor Festival State Forest. So I got out of camp a little bit later than I wanted to today. I was hoping to get out maybe around 8 o'clock. But I tell you, I've been getting so tired. So many days of so many miles and seeing so much stuff. And then having my my air mattress go out on me last night. So I was literally just sleeping on the ground. And yeah, that just kind of added a little bit of discomfort. I did a little bit more tossing and turning. And so I ended up sleeping in. Oh, I'm tired of gravel. Get me back down to the southern part of Wisconsin where there's very few to little to no gravel roads. Yesterday I wanted to go to this rustic road, and because of the other two that I hit during that ride, I was too exhausted. I didn't feel like it. So we are going to now do rustic road 113. Oh, check out all these wood carved statues. Those are neat. Lots of Sasquatches I see. Lots of deer. I think I just saw a buffalo or a hippo or something. Yeah, so I did Rustic Road 113, and that was a lot of fun. It really was. So check out that video when it comes out, because I'm ranking that right now in one of my top 3 rustic roads. That was a beautiful road. I know I woke up late. I got a late start, and this thing took me like a half an hour just to get to the start of it. But I am so glad I rode it. That was an excellent road. All right, but now we are heading down towards Richard Bong. And it's saying it's going to take me 4.5 hours, well, 5 hours to get there. That does not include all my rest stops, bathroom breaks, stop for lunch, gas, all that stuff. And right now we're at 200 miles away, and I am at 79,562. So I'll be at 79, close to 79.8 by the time I get down there. So I might actually do this. I might hit the 80,000 mile mark. I'm happy about this. A quick gas up here in Greenville. I also had lunch at the restaurant that's attached to the gas station. So yeah, this Leo's Diner, it was okay. It's one of those things, you know, I've had better, I've had worse. The wind is kind of gusting today. It's like 10 miles an hour. It's not horrible, but the temperatures have definitely been risen. I think we're already in the mid 80s. Depending on how the wind affects my gas mileage, I should be able to make it there. But of course, I'll probably end up filling up, you know, just so I have a full tank tomorrow and I don't have to worry about running off somewhere to get gas. But we'll see. I'm up and around the Appleton area right now. So that's on the north side of Lake Winnebago. It's the large interior lake to Wisconsin, just south of like Green Bay and all that. All right, guys, check it out. We're down by the lake. Hope you guys can see it over those railroad tracks. Something happened that kind of made me laugh and gave a memory back to me. And there was a couple of people that were riding past. So I gave the biker a wave, you know, 2 fingers down. And the first one gave me 2 fingers down. The second one, however, waved. And it reminded me of when my littlest daughter, Victoria, actually I should say my youngest daughter, Victoria, she loves riding with me. And when she was little, I told her that, you know, if you see another motorcycle when we're out riding, you got to give them the wave. And for some reason, this one time, a bike went by us. I gave him the 2 fingers down. And I looked in my mirror to see if she was doing it. And nope, she was doing the little wave. I thought that was so cute. She was maybe 10 at the time, if that. I thought it was funny. Alright, here's a better view for you guys. Again, Lake Winnebago. Alright guys, I made it down to Fond du Lac. That's at the southern end of Lake Winnebago. And I'm just kind of traversing through the city a bit. It's like, well, why did you have me go through the city instead of just going around it? That was... I just didn't understand that. And I still don't understand that. Alright, well, I'm going to stop for a break here pretty soon. I'm going to get a soda, maybe a candy bar or something, just a little snack. Maybe a bag of Gardettos or something, I don't know. Alright guys, so while I was in there getting my snack and everything, I decided to use the bathroom, being it's in the mid 80s and you soak a little bit of your shirt in the sink. That way when you're riding, the wind blows on that water and cools you off. So there is a hot weather riding tip for all you out there. Okay guys, I got a question for you. Something I saw earlier today. I was sitting at a stoplight and it was a multi-lane configuration. 2 lanes were going straight and then they had a a left-hand turn lane, and I was up front, first in line on my side. There's a little red pickup truck next to me going straight, and we had just missed the light change, so we're going to be sitting there for a while. And the whole time that we're sitting there, the guy in the little red truck keeps scooting forward a little bit. You know, once all the traffic cleared from the cross traffic, he moved out forward like a foot and then stopped. And then we sat there for a little while longer, and he moved about another foot. Well, now all of a sudden there's traffic in front of us coming towards us, and they get a turning arrow. So the traffic are coming and starts turning, and he moves forward again. Okay, now his truck is literally out into the intersection. And I'm trying to understand, what's his philosophy? What is his brain telling him? Is his brain actually telling him that if he moves far enough forward, the light will turn green? Is that what he's thinking? I don't know. Do you guys do that? Because that's confusing to me. So yeah, can someone please explain to me why people do that? So leave a comment down below, would you? I'd appreciate it. Alright guys, so here I am at the Richard Bong State Park. And I'm going all the way down this road to the Sunset Campground. The Sunset Campgrounds, all the campsites are non-electrical. Where on the eastern end, there's the Sunrise campgrounds, and those have at least some electrical. I think they've been trying to build more electrical sites down at the Sunrise portion, and they're trying to leave the Sunset campgrounds as non-electrical. I think that's what's going on. I've been seeing a lot of different types of parking lots, you know, and they're all labeled and stuff. I don't know what for. I did see something that looks like maybe there was an equestrian parking area. I've seen areas where you can park and get your ATVs and dirt bikes out and stuff like that. And I even saw one area where you could park for model rocketry. So you could actually launch model rockets here. It's like, holy cow. Okay, so if you're wondering how to carry wood on a motorcycle, that's how you do it. Use your ratchet straps, use your clothesline, whatever you have, your bag tie downs, and just secure it as best you can. Good, I got firewood. Now the problem is it's getting to be about 6 o'clock and I've basically got nothing to eat. I mean, I could make like oatmeal for dinner or something like that, I suppose. But I'm thinking about right into town. It's probably going to be a good 30-minute jaunt, which will take me to 6 o'clock. But I might be able to grab something and bring it back and just eat it here. I'm thinking about doing that. Just because I can. That's why. Alright, so I got to get that wood taken off there, stacked up over here, and then I'm going to go find something to eat. I don't think I'm going to bother taking you guys along. I'm just going to leave the cameras and everything here. Alright, I'll see you later. Alright, you guys ready to see what I got for my dinner tonight? That was a long haul to go all the way into town to get something to eat. I mean, this park is out in the middle of nowhere, and the park is very big. So just to get out of the park takes like 10 minutes alone. And then it takes like at least another 10, 15 minutes to get into town. But I went into a place, I think it was called the Brickyard, I think is what it was called. And they had Taco Tuesdays. So I got tacos. I did have them give me just a little salsa. I don't know how hot it is or anything like that. That's not bad. Typical ground beef. Definitely not Ortega. It's definitely a house seasoned blend. And they really pack it full of meat. I mean, look at all the meat that's in there. Then you get a little bit of vegetable on there. That's pretty good. Alright, I'm going to sit here and eat for a while. And then I'm going to probably process some firewood. Now, tomorrow, after we do all of our riding, it is my last night. So I don't think I'm going to use any of that firewood tonight. I'm going to wait until tomorrow, and I'm going to have a nice long campfire at night. I'll stay up for a while and just chill out in front of a roaring fire. I think that sounds like a great idea, you know, just kind of a final hoorah to the trip. I don't know if I'm going to do any more recording tonight. The sun is setting and getting low, and this place is very heavily shaded that I have here, so I don't know how well you guys are going to be seeing me in this heavy shadow dark area. So I will see you guys in the morning. I got to sit here and plan out what we're going to do, what rustic roads we're going to hit, and what roadside attraction type things we're going to go see. All right, I want to eat. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Oh, I did not sleep good last night. It was a bad time for that air mattress to go out on me. The ground here is so hard and lumpy and bumpy. Oh, my back is killing me. Got a couple of girls across the way. I don't know if they're with boyfriends or a couple of friends or whatever, but they were kind of screaming and giggling last night until probably about 1 o'clock in the morning. And then after that, twice a round of coyote howls occurred, and that woke me up. And let's see, a motorcycle went riding by the road that's just over here, and he had some loud ass muffler. I mean, I heard him coming from like literally a mile away, and I heard him go by, and So yeah, I didn't sleep good, plus the, sleeping and then all of a sudden feeling sore and stuff like that. So I'd get up and I'd toss and turn and try to find a comfortable position, and try to configure my body in between all the little lumps and bumps and stuff like that while still trying to remain comfortable. Boy, it's amazing how well this thing works when you actually tighten it down properly. You ever see what those things look like before you cook them? Get these little nuggets of dehydrated egg and sausage. Got these little dehydrated hash browns. There's onions, green peppers, red peppers. It's not bad. Alright. That's boiling. Make sure it's nice and sealed. Give it a good shake. I think they actually say you're supposed to stir it with a spoon or something like that, but I didn't. Alright guys, you ready to go out and have some fun today? Now, I'm going to have to keep a little bit of an eye on my odometer because I am less than 200 miles from hitting that 80,000 mile mark. So I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. I'm hoping we can do it today, but I don't know if we're going to cover 200 miles today. I might hit it on the way home. I like this section of the park because of there's a lot of the tall trees here, so they really shadow up the sights really well. However, not all the park is like this. But I mean, yeah, when you see areas like this is what a lot of the campgrounds are like. They're very barren and very bright. There's not a lot of shade. And this place actually has a bathhouse. Yes, I can actually go here and take a shower. That's one of the things that makes this a very good campground, is that it's got some of the higher amenities. But usually when you get the electrical sites and stuff like that in the campground, usually they'll have a flush toilet and shower rooms and stuff like that. They still have pit toilets, don't get me wrong, but at least they'll have at least one set of flush toilet bathrooms with a shower in it. In order for you to get wood to make a fire to cook on or whatever, maybe you want to buy wood to whittle with, I don't know, you actually have to drive all the way across the park, which is like a 10 to 15 minute ride just to get to the ranger station area, to a vending machine, and it costs $8 a bundle. $8. That's the most expensive wood bundling I've ever seen in one of our Wisconsin state parks. Usually it's around 6 or 7. So when I got here and I saw 8, it's like, holy crap, really? And you can't even use cash. You have to have a debit or credit card with you in order to get the wood out of the machine. How stupid is that? To me, it would be so much nicer if they could. I mean, they got hosts down there, camp hosts. Why can't they just have a shed out there that they can lock up, and if you need a bundle, just go to the host and get a bundle or two? That would make more sense than having someone jump in their car, drive all the way across the park just to pick up a bundle or two, and then drive all the way back. I mean, seriously, it can be a solid 20 to 30 minute excursion just to get firewood. To me, that's insane. All right, I will bring you back out once we get to our first location. And it is a kind of a different cheese shop in its aesthetic look. This is the Mars Cheese Castle. Just kind of want to drive around the building so you guys can get a look at it. It's got a great facade and stuff on the outside. The inside, it's okay. They try to keep a little bit of the medieval theme going inside, but not too much. I would take you in there, but they're not open yet. So that was our first stop of the day, the Mars Cheese Castle. All right, our next stop is actually going to be another building, but it's got kind of a cool art theme on how it's painted on the outside. So let's go check out that building. Now the first, three, I think? Yeah, I think the first three, or the next three, I should say, are all centered in the town of Kenosha. And that's kind of what's gonna save on a lot of mileage today. And actually that roadsideamerica.com that I use to find this kind of stuff, it has a lot of different types of stuff. But sometimes they're like museums and they're wanting to show off a display in the museum. You know, like there's a prehistoric museum here, you know, for like what it would be like for cavemen or whatever in their livelihood. So they actually have the skinning of a mammoth, or the butchering of a mammoth is what it's called. But you have to go into the museum to see it. And that's fine. If you want to go into the museum and see it, you just go right ahead. I just don't want to take that kind of time today. And then they have other things that, you know, I mean, it's nice that they have like a plaque to represent and remember something. But at the same time, make it at least interesting. They have a World War II memorial for Okinawa, I think it was, and a memorial plaque for soldiers that died there. And it's on a large piece of rock. To me, that's not all that fantastic. You know, if it could have been, you know, a mural painting or a statue or something like that, then I'd be interested in seeing it. But I really don't want to just go see a plaque on a slab of granite or something like that. However, we are going to swing by the dinosaur museum, and that's because that they do have, or at least they used to have, I don't know if they still do, but they have little dinosaur statues out in the lawn of the property. You know, we'll drive by it. If they have it there, then we get to see it. If they don't, I always get to show you the dinosaur museum building. This is the building I wanted to show you. All the video game art. I'm going to do a quick little U-turn here. Yeah, you got Pac-Man design there. You got Donkey Kong and Mario. And then there's some other stuff on the other side too. I don't know those actual games though. And I can't really stop in the road to show them off. So I'll go by as slowly as I can, and luckily there's nothing really coming. So yeah, you got that wizardy guy and then that spaceship up there. Alright, so that's what I wanted to show you there. Trying to remember what my next one is supposed to be. I think it's actually the Dinosaur Museum, I think. I'm hoping I can find a place to park and we can get a close look of the dinosaur statues. I'm hoping, if they're there. Okay. I am not seeing... Oh. Okay, so they replaced what I thought they had with that that metal sculptured one. But we'll park and take a closer look at it. Okay, guys, so this kind of reminds me of those wooden ones you can buy at hobby stores and stuff like that, on how it's constructed. That's kind of cool. You know, all the leg joints are all the same, just like all those wooden ones. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. I like too that it's all rusty and old looking instead of shiny metal. Okay, on to the next one, and I don't remember what it is. Alright guys, so the next one we're going to, I think it's a statue called Breathe Deep. And it was constructed back in 2014, I think it was. So yeah, let's go check it out. Let's go see what it's got. Alright, I don't know if you guys can see him over there in this little park here. He's kind of in shadow, so you don't see him very well. So, let's go up and take a look at him. Wow, an actual metal slide? When was the last time you saw one of those? Normally they're plastic like this over here. Alright, well, by the name of the tavern across the street there, I'm going to take it that this park is called Union Park. Because otherwise I don't see a sign anywhere stating anything. But this is Breathe Deep. And the reason why they named him that is because of the big fan in his chest. Let's give him a quick look, walk around here and get a good look at him. But yeah, I think he was made in 2014 and made by some local artist, of course. Looks kind of cool, really. Nice. Okay, so, God, we've already done, what, 3 of them? 4 of them? Jeez. We saw Breathe Deep. We've seen the arcade mural building. We saw the dinosaur. And we saw the cheese shop. What else could be on the list? Okay guys, so I've come up into the Racine area now. I left Kenosha. I tell you, all these little side places are so close together. You know, I'm used to being way up north where I've got to travel like a half an hour or more to go from one place to another, not 10 minutes or 15 minutes. So my day could be done in no time. But I've been having a thought, and I'll tell you that thought after we see our next thing here. So I'm parked at the Wisconsin Humane Society building here, and I actually want to walk down to the corner because that's actually what we're here to see. This is what we're here to see, this big red thing. What does that look like to you? Well, you know, it's the Wisconsin Humane Society, right? So it's a giant red wiener dog. Looks like he's falling apart over here. He's not looking in too good a shape. Got a collar. Yeah, he's looking in rough shape. His feet are breaking. He needs a bit of help. He really does. I don't know if the wiener dog has a name. According to RoadsideAmerica.com, he was just labeled as giant, or yeah, I think it was a giant red wiener dog. Or just red wiener dog, one or the other. But fun. Okay guys, so we are leaving the Humane Society. We'll do a quick drive-by of the red wiener dog. Okay, so now that we're back on the road, I want to tell you what I've been kind of thinking. One, my sun shield visor doesn't glide down as nicely as I was hoping it would. But that's not really what I wanted to tell you. I'm thinking about going home today. And the reason is because of my air mattress. I'm not going to be able to sleep well on that hard, lumpy ground without the air mattress. I don't have the funds to just run to a store today and plop down $100 for an air mattress. Okay, I just can't do it. So I'm actually thinking about finishing off the rides, everything I planned on doing, because everything around here is so tightly located. It's like 9 o'clock in the morning and we're almost done with everything I had planned. So yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to finish up everything, go back to camp. I'll talk to a couple of the other campers around and see if they'll purchase the wood off of me that I purchased, and I'll just pack everything up and leave. That way too, I don't have to buy stuff for dinner tonight and everything like that. So, you know, I've got, of course, oatmeal that I can make for breakfast in the morning and get on my way, but right now it's just more of I'm not going to be able to get a good night's sleep with basically a blown air mattress or air pad, sleeping pad, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, that's my thoughts right now, guys. I'm thinking about just finishing off the day and going home. And technically this is still an 8-day motorcycle adventure because this is day 8. You know, day 9 would have actually been my day going home. So while I have you here, and my camera's actually functional right now, how have you guys been enjoying the 360 camping experience. I mean the full immersive 360 camping experience, to where you guys can look around camp. You can look at what you want to look at. You know, you don't have to sit there and look at me talk. You can actually look down at the picnic table and see what I'm doing, see what I'm cooking. You can pan over and see Angel, or you can look over and look at the tent, or maybe you can try to find those little chipmunks that I had running around over at Earl Peshtigo State Forest. You know, do you like doing that stuff? Is that stuff okay to you? If so, leave a comment. If not, leave a comment. Let me know if you enjoyed watching an immersive 360 camping experience. Now, I want to let you know though, I did not record the camping experience the way I was wanting to. I originally wanted to set the camera up in the middle of camp somewhere, centrally located between the bike, the tent, the picnic table, and then, you know, basically turn it on and leave it and record me just walking around camp and cooking and whatever you know. But if I needed to talk, then I'd have to have some sort of a wireless mic with me, and I didn't want to bring my Rode Go system, so I thought it'd be better to just keep the camera close to me so I can talk to you guys without having to feel like I have to shout for the camera to pick me up, or if it was too windy, have the wind, you know, just rip out everything I was saying. So yeah, it didn't quite go the way I originally was thinking I wanted to do it, but I hope you guys still enjoyed it. Alright, our next 3 stops are actually going to be rustic roads. And you know the drill. If you want to see the rustic roads, you need to watch for those rustic road videos to come out. They will not be in this video. And truthfully, I don't even remember what numbers they were. I think there's number 34, number 5, and 43, I think. I'll let you know when I get to the rustic roads, but I think that's what they are. Okay, so it's Rustic Road 37, not 34. I made a mistake, alright? But you know, I'm not going to show it to you in this video. Watch for the Rustic Road 37 video. Boy, I was way off on the Rustic Road numbers. This is number 30. Maybe I got the last one right. See, I got one of them right. Number 5. Alright guys, I got one more stop to do today. And it's a little past 10 o'clock. I told you everything was like so centrally located that I'm not really putting a lot of miles on the bike today. I think I've done like 50 miles. I lost one gas bar. That's all I've lost. But I've got one more thing I want to show you guys. It'll just take a couple of minutes to get there. And I've never seen it before, so I hope it's kind of cool, but we'll see. That's red, dude. he just blew through that red light like it was nothing. Okay, this is it right up here. Check this place out. Got a tank there. Got a wing from a plane on the building. A helicopter. Look at the mailbox for it. It's a little Willy Jeep. That's cool. Look at that. They got a plane back there. They got a med tent, a bunch of crates and stuff. God, this is really cool. I'm trying to remember what they called this. Okay, the place is called the Bunker. That's what it's called. And I don't know if it says Veterans of Foreign Wars, Vietnam Veterans of America. I don't know if it's just a bar, restaurant type thing, or what. Or maybe it is just a VFW thing. I don't know. But they got a Miller Lite thing in the window there. That's kind of cool, man. They got a memorial thing with the boots, rifle, and hard hat. Alright, well that's it, guys. I want to start heading back towards camp, and I'm going to start breaking down camp, and yeah, I think I'm going to go home. Alright guys, as you can see, camp is totally picked up, packed up, everything's good to go, secure, and the 2 bundles of firewood that I purchased, I gave to a couple of girls that are just across the street from me. No, I didn't give it to them just because they're girls. I gave it to them because they're the closest people to me. Okay, so I'm not sexist. I'm not a pig. I wasn't expecting any favors from them just by taking some wood. Okay. I will keep you guys up to date as far as the mileage goes, and hopefully I can record it hitting that 80,000 mile mark. But for the most part, I'm just going to boogie it home. I don't know if I'm going to hit it, guys. According to this, it's 53 miles, and I am still a little over 100 miles to go. Darn it. Oh well. Maybe I'll get tied up in a little something, maybe a detour. It'll take me like down to Chicago or something. Alright, well, I'm going to probably end the video here. And if I turn the 80K, I'll let you guys know. But I will end it here saying thank you so much for joining me on this little adventure. 8 days moto camping, saw tons of stuff, rode lots of roads. It was amazing. Deer, bear, turkey, everything. I mean, holy cow, everything. But due to some equipment failure of my sleeping pad not staying inflated, it must have a hole in it somewhere, I have to call it quits on the very last night, just because last night I just had a hard time sleeping on this hard, bumpy ground. I need to have a sleeping pad, at least to stay here. Oh well, that's the way it goes sometimes. Always believe, guys, you can go out for your adventure. Always believe you can ride that ride. Always believe you can cook that new dish. And always believe, heart, soul, mind, and body in yourself. Bye, guys.